again, and welcome to another episode of Stock Talk. I am your host, Mike, and with me I have Kage, and he is jamming and ready to go with stocks. What do you say there, Kage?
Yeah, let's talk about some of them. Yeah.
One of the first stocks we have is CLXT. CLXT, Catalyst Incorporated. Catalyst Incorporated. Last tick was 0.3560. It's been pretty quiet as of January, and then all of a sudden, January 12th, resistance started popping up. Going in, what would you say they do here? They're a technology company engaging in delivering plant-based solutions. It includes high oleic soybean oil, high fiber wheat, high oleic soybean meal, and low ligand alfalfa. The company was founded in Daniel Voitas and Andre can't pronounce your name. January 8th, 2010, and is headquartered in Roseville, Minnesota. Well, you know how we feel about those soy boys and everything like that, Kage. Soy is not one of the favorite
apparently
products.
They've got some of their priorities all ski-wampus.
Yeah, soy is not. It does a lot of crazy things to people's diets. What people don't understand about it. So I'm not going against the stock. I will say warning to people. This is a sub penny. You do want to watch, and if you're new to trading, please don't trade anything under $1. You can if you want to, but that is at your own peril and at your own risk. So going on, Kage, to what would you say that's going on Stock Twits, where the real traders are at? What do you have on the Twits?
Here's a take from Dice X. He says, CLXT. Anyone disappointed with the outcome? Don't be. It ran up 189% PM and closed at 90% zoom out. It's fine. See what it does in a couple of days. Bullish.
Oh, at least he has a positive take on it. I'm with when you get down to it, another guy like Royce. You're seeing this showing it is active. I didn't see anything on promotion lists or anything like that. But we all know what happens on Friday or on Wednesday. People get tired of it. Shorties get out. We put up the salute your shorts flag, and that's what happens. Going on to the website looks pretty decent considering it's a sub. The website starts off with a natural, inspired, technology-driven. They're a plant-based synthetic biotechnology company focused on engineering innovations to help our customers meet the sustainability goals. So it's not like near meat or fake meat or nothing like that, but it's synthetic plants. They use a plant spring technology platform to unleash natural capabilities of plant sustainability, develop high-value materials and product in world-class industry-leading companies. So you have their phase 1 milestone in collaborative agreement to develop alternative palm oil. So you have your regular palm oil, but now you have your alternative palm oil. We have heard some good things about palm oil in the news, and we've seen some bad things about palm oil. So we'll have to see how it goes. You never know who you're working with there. Wouldn't you say there, Kage?
Yeah. Here's a take from Critical. We always like his comments. He always brings his receipts and charts in the comments. So he says,
okay.
CLXT, strong candle today and hold really well. Let's keep this penny stock on watch. No trading action for now. Ran plus 56.3% after we mentioned it. And he's got his little take and chart in the comments.
I got a story here. This is going back out of Roseville, Minnesota, and San Diego. It says the plant-based synthetic technology company Cibus, a leader in precision gene editing in agriculture today, announced both companies have entered into a definitive merger agreement under the catalyst that Cibus will merge with the all-stock transaction. The merger will create a new industry-leading company that combines two pioneers in agricultural gene editing, establishes one of the world's sophisticated facilities in trait development and next-generation plant breeding. So that's some of the merger news here, and that's why you're seeing some of the pop there in the news there, Kage. That's what they put out on the website, so that was interesting there. I'm surprised. I know we're gaining watchers on the board here for this stock, but I'm surprised to see, like some of the twits were saying on the board, that we're not seeing more pumpers coming on the board or anything like that, huh?
Here's a take from Mex Scalpin.
Just one second here.
He says, CLXT, this play isn't done, but we need to wait for profit taking into sell-off into volatility pullback, volatility pullback into retracement bounce. Wait for this between 29 cents and 33 cents. Just as long as that gap doesn't fill, this remains in play. Bullish.
Okay, did you find that bear take yet or no? The one we were looking for, because he was the one that was
I might have skimmed over that bear take, but I can do that bear take if you want.
Yeah, interesting fact about, so with the palm oil there that I wanted to bring up with you guys. We got on the Google machine. It says palm oil and palm kernel oil and coconut oil, because those are the popular ones. Everybody they ditched the vegetable oil because they said it was bad and things like that and all that. They say it's got a bad reputation because they're highly saturated fat and has long been linked to heart diseases. Saturated fats boosts bad LDL cholesterol, triglycerides, both which are risk factors for heart disease. So that's one concern I have with pushing the oil agenda. I mean, we are with the gene editing and things like that. You're coming up in the Google machine from nutritionists and things like that. They said your best alternatives here is olive oil and canola oil. So I know there's a lot of push with, anything, let's just put it this way. Taking a bunch of crap in all at once at the same time is just not good for your heart. Let's just say that going forward. So going with this, you could load up on every single oil. And if you're eating that every day, obviously it's not going to be a good thing. But the alternative is to go back to the canola and olive would be your first choice. So there's your fake check there from the Google machine. And I'm sure a bunch of other people probably disagree because they want to get out their pom-poms for the stock and everything like that. What else do you have for the twits? You got a bear one or what?
I've got a bear here from Royce 1.
Yeah, that's the one I wanted you to read. That one sounds good.
1008, I meant.
Okay.
He says, CLXT. Tomorrow, insiders will sell, and it will go down to high 20s. ANF stuck there. There's no reason to hold this trash company. This deal is a scam, and you are not smart guys for logging this companies and not shorting. Imagine if you would short pre-market 0.50 plus. It reached 0.55. Why longing always? Why donating your money to this?
Roy E is not that far off. Roy E is not that far off. I think me and him have disagreed in times sometimes before. I swear I've seen his name before. Maybe we haven't. Maybe we agreed. And I've been hit up by him before on the board. But he is not he's not that far off. You could see this by the boards and where all the promoters are in and everything like that. This is going to get shorted. You know that these guys are going to come along. And people should know better anyway, like Roy E is saying, because anything above $1 is risque business there. Wouldn't you say they need to get to paper trading where they do fake money and not doing the real thing there, Kage, before you get into something like this? Not bagging on the stock, not bagging on the company or anything. I'm just saying Roy E is concerned because, and he has a good point to bring up to some of the newbies, because it could possibly be a next one of your pump off the jam, pump it up a little. You know I want to get that song in there, right?
Yeah. Just with this stock overall, I would say watch it carefully. Don't necessarily go too heavy into it. Just keep it on a watch list, but I wouldn't necessarily get too serious with it. In a pissy economy, it would be just too risky.
Yeah, in a pissy economy, and you guys can say whatever about how great it is, and you're making wheelbarrows full of money, and you're hanging out with Kramer, and you guys are sipping on 7 and 7 on the beach. But just like Account Associated says here, never ever hold to these bags. These turds are capable of draining every last penny out of your wallet. That is not that far of a reach out either. So you're getting some of your best takes over in the beginning of the day, obviously, before everybody heads out. But that's all I'm going to cover on this one. Do you have anything to add before we hit on to the next one?
No, let's go to the next one.
The next stock we have is XELA trending for right now, not in the other LA, but XELA. Exela Technologies, last tick was 0.0889. Going to the charts, November 2022, she was cresting almost to $20. So you had the above $15 mark, and then Well, the pissy economy happened, and here we are back up below $1. Going on to what would you say you do now? You know you're going to get people coming in hot saying how good it is right now. You know that, Kage, right?
Yeah.
But we do what we got to do. And check out Vospas Fitness as well. Check out they got the yoga classes going. Go into Studio Flow. No, just kidding. We didn't get paid to say that. We just put that on there. But they engage in the provision of transaction processing solutions and enterprise information management. Operates the following segments: information and transaction processing solutions, healthcare solutions, legal and loss prevention services. The information and transaction processing solutions segment provides an industry-specific solutions for banking and financial services. Healthcare solutions segment offers a revenue of cycle solutions to integrate accounts payable and accounts receivable. Company is headquartered in the People's Republic of Irving, Texas. Just kidding. Going on to StockTwits, Kage, because that's where the real traders are at. What do you have on the twits?
How about this take from Zila Buffet? This was 5 minutes ago, according to StockTwits, and he says, Zila, block every salty bear, watch it run, and Germany and open up at 25 scam, artist Fudsters. Stock should be $45 by any metric. Peers and equal revenue, 5 to 6 billion market cap. This has been one of the biggest scams in Wall Street history. Major debt has been pummeled, and I won't be surprised if it's under 500 million by earnings. Major asset sale of 200 mil at revenue product was pending. Something like that could sell the multi-billions. Just wait for the Kraken to be released. Most will miss this run. I think he's coming in hot, I think.
He is a little bit, but the only thing is on this is that you have how many I can't remember on the last video we did. We'll just say trillions of dollars got evaporated in the last in the last trade year last year. It was trillions. I'd have to bring up our other video to go back to Cortez's statistics on that of how many trillions have been wiped out, just disappeared. This is one of those companies, so he's not coming in a bad range there, you know. So what else do you got there?
How about this one from Da Mone Rosa? He said he's a plus member on StockTwits, and he says, Zila, if our idea of Exela is based on information from its website, then we really have no idea what we're holding. Take, for example, its customer base. Without question, we know it is extensive. However, we do know who its customers are. Because Excela's tech intellectual property, it would not be surprising if many of its customers concern local, state, and federal government. Diamond.
Dude, it's not that far, and that's the thing too, guys. Is if you think they're on your side, then you got another thing coming to you. I got some oceanfront property to sell you in Arizona because, if that's the case and they're part of it, run for the hills, man. As a global leader in the business process automation, we're constantly refining our technologies and developing ideas that serve better than 4,000 plus customers in 50 countries. They connect clashing systems to upgrade inefficient processes and process customized insights to elevate your organization. Read more about the company here for today to start your digital transformation. Digital mailroom, everyday signing made easy, social intelligence platform, driving marketing results, and revolutionize human management. What else do you have on the twits, Kage?
Here's a bear take from the Reverend X. He says, Zila, most of the folks sympathizing with PAR do not seem genuine. They are just desperate and want their money back, in my opinion. These are probably the same folks who were foaming at the mouth about free speech when 45 got canceled off of certain platforms. The hypocrisy is real. Again, this is just my opinion. My PT here is 5 cents. This is not financial advice. Good luck to all.
So he thinks that a bunch of MAGA people are in this thing? Because this ain't a MAGA stock or anything like that. Are you kidding me? Is that the take there, that he's trying to say that MAGA people are all in this and 45's people are in this?
I think he's not wrong with the idea that people want their money back, of course, but
Well, they want their money back. The problem with everybody doesn't understand here is all the stocks were overvalued, guys. Basically a bunch of people got in and they bought in an overinflated market, and you had a correction. We discussed this how many shows in years past that a correction was coming and everything like that. You've been warned by financial advisors and everything, but I don't even think this is an army of ape stock or anything like that either. So it's definitely not a MAGA stock. MAGA people are all into Rumble. They're into Getter, and they're into all that the parallel economy kind of stuff. I don't think this has anything to do with a MAGA stock. Maybe I'm taking what he's saying wrong, but that's just way far off. So there's just a bunch of pissed off people because they lost a lot of dough. And there was a bunch of promoters that came in here and were like, yeah, the economy's good, dude. Da, da, da. And what you had is and then you had a combination of people staying at home. So you had the stay at home crowd. You had Stimmy going in this thing, and it's all inflated bucks, and it got in there overvalued. And that's why you had the correction, which we talked about over and over about, was it years past, maybe a year and a half ago. Can't remember what video it was. It's back in the log, but we talked about this where you had companies that were not valued where they're supposed to be, and they were being short-sold, and the owner's just like, holy crap, I'm getting out of business, man. I'm selling out because I just made a buttload of money, and I'm a pizza company, and I'm not even worth that amount of money. We told those stories. It's played out now, and now you've seen it. The overinflated value of the market. You can go back to Steve Cortez, and you can go back to Peter Navarro, where they talked about this a year and a half ago about how this was going to happen. Edward Dowd was the same one. He's former relationship with BlackRock and everything, and took off and left. He said the same thing. You got overvalued. If you want to go on and follow him, go on to LinkedIn. I'm actually connected with him as far as on one of the connections. Go and listen to what he said about the market and the economy and things like that. It's just overvalued. That's just what it is. What else do you have on the twits there, Kage?
How about this take from Wall Street Shark 12? He says, Zila, era of easy money is gone. This is a squeeze season. This puts those puts ain't cheap. They will get wiped out. I bet you some holders got 1K and 500 puts at least, and some retailers got 100 to 200 contracts. They will go to zero in the AM. Bullish.
How many financial videos have we done where we were like, nowhere to run to, baby, nowhere to hide? This is it right here. This is what we were talking about. And you're just at the start of 2023. You haven't even got, a lot of you didn't even want to listen to it. A lot of you got on here and you were just like to me, you were like, oh, dude, you just negative Nancy. You're listening to Ron Paul. I honestly haven't heard too much of Ron Paul I've heard of him, but I never really studied a lot of his stuff. They thought I was trying to push gold when I don't even own any gold or anything like that. They thought I was pushing gold and stuff, and I wasn't. But I got accused of a lot of stuff. But go back to my videos, and we were saying this for the longest time that this was coming. And it wasn't information that we had. It was just information that Cortez and Navarro and Dave Bratt and everybody and all the economists like Edward Dowd. They were and trying to think. There's a couple other ones on Real America's Voice. They've been talking about it over and over again about how this has been overvalued, and everybody just was throwing their monopoly money in, and this is what happens, unfortunately. You can't put all this inflated about money and have these kind of issues here. So they do a lot of stuff here, Kage. You got large-scale bank decreases, labor, shipping for Excella, Intel Scan. I'm just going over some of the stuff. I don't want to be a party of the pooper here or anything like that. But you have several things in the hopper of what they do and with their case studies. Industries include banking, financial, consumer retail, education, healthcare, natural resources, healthcare, insurance, legal, life sciences, pharma, manufacturing, media publishing. So there's several things like everybody says. The problem is that now that it's in below dollar land, it does violate Ricky Gutierrez's rule of what?
Trade anything under $1. Just word to the wise here.
This is how problems happen. You start a fire, you play with fire, you own the fire. And I told you guys before, a year ago and years past, these people don't care about you, and I don't want them to bury you. I'm trying to give you the information that you have the best I can. Am I advisor? No, I'm just putting out the information that I have in the charts. You can go back to the financial charts. 2023 was one of the worst years since pre 1950s level as far as markets go, bond and stock market. If you don't believe it, go to our video we have, or go to Steve Cortez and check out his charts. The receipts are all over the internet, so you can see it for yourself. We're on to the next one. We'll see you in 2 and 2. Peace. The next stock we have is CYAD. CYAD, Celyad Oncology. Last tick was $1.90. Going to the year-to-date chart. Well, it was overvalued again in 2022, and then we're starting to see resistance popping up. It's coming back. Let's see what happens, why it's doing that. Going on to what would you say they do here? Well, I hope you know what they do there. It's kind of in the title. They're in the clinical stage of biotechnology company that focuses on this discovery of develop of chimeric antigen receptor T-cell therapies for cancer. T-cell meaning your immune system, people, if you didn't study any of that in biology. It operates through the following segments: cardiology, immuno-oncology. Cardiology segment includes the company's Cardiopoiesis, CoreQuest, sorry, I can't pronounce all of those, and Cath platforms. The immune-oncology segment consists of all sets of based CAR T-cell platform. The company was founded by Michael, can't pronounce your name, and William, can't pronounce your name, and Christian Hamzi on July 24, 2007, and is headquartered in Mont Saint Gilbert, Belgium. Going on to stock twits, Kage, because that's where the real traders are at. What do you have on the twits?
For this one, I see this one for this. I see this one as kind of a interesting take from the charts. It was like really down in December, and now it's really back up in January, like it shot out of a cannon or something.
Yeah. And I think the reason why you have that is because we're seeing some moves in the pipes. You have CAD211, phase 1 of the target is BCMA. They're in phase 1 of that, and CYD02, Autogis, that one is in phase 1 as well. So you have two, they're almost to phase 2 in CYAD02. So that's some of why you're seeing this pop. Press release just came out recently on the 21st of December of 2022. They provided an update for the strategic business model. Looks like, what do they say here? Let's see. Keeping the strategy, the company complied their perplexing, Key data points are patients have been treated for so they're doing their trials. CYAD211 is Immunocy Trial 1 was developed to validate the shRNA technology in the clinic. The observed safety profile include lack of observed graft versus host disease, provide proof of concept for the use of shRNA technology in allogenic CAR-Ts. Out of 17 evaluable patients, a partial response was achieved in 5 patients. 1 patient was recently retreated with the second dose of CYAD211 after reaching a stable disease for the post-infusion, and enhanced lympho depletion did not improve clinical activity, non-persistent of the cells post-infusion. So there you have it, and they released their 2023 deals there. What else do you have on the twits?
How about this one from Critical? He always brings his receipts, and he says, CYAD, man, what a candle today this morning. Sold off afterwards with a little pop again after open. Let's keep it on a watch. Ran 162.6% after we mentioned it, and he's got his chart and comments in for the stock.
Is he saying he's coming in shorting on this, or what?
It sold off afterwards after a little pop, So it seems like he might have shorted it.
I don't recommend that. That's kind of a dangerous game, but that's his call, I guess. But not my. I mean, you got to lock in profits wherever you got profits, but I'm just not into the whole short game there. So Cristerio says missing some good plays. What are some of the other stocks you guys are looking into? Well, check out the video and you can see some of the other ones you might be able to want to take a look at. This, I would say, out of all the plays that we covered today, this would probably be the better one just because it's a little on the safe section. I'm not seeing that much negativity. I am seeing a lot of promos in here. What about you?
Yeah, I'm seeing a good deal of promos.
Someone's got some coke here.
Here's the one take from Dieseloid 28. He says, "CYA, there's your dip. Now we rip."
I saw one
rip. It's up 130% on no news. Telling people to buy this is irresponsible.
Yeah, I saw one take that kind of scared me here. One person on here, I don't know if it was a hot take or just someone goofing around, but they just say, I don't even know what I'm buying here. If you don't know what you're buying, you shouldn't even be here. So you should be observing, but not like, you should never push the button for this stock there, and you need to go to paper trading there. Larry Stashy says, I love the brainiacs who show up 200% move and predict it's going to come back down in a few weeks later and brag about it. Narcissism is a hell of a drug, he says. Larry is completely right. Reason being is because, yeah, state the obvious when it's showing up. Larry's right. Why would you come in and state the obvious with something like that when you know that it's, you know where this is going? It's going to be shorted. So he's right. Like, why? You act like you're some Nostradamus kind of guy, and then it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
To state the obvious, Mr.
Yeah. Mr. State the obvious. I'm glad Larry brought that up to with him saying with all the brainiacs and there's a 200% move and I predicted this. Yeah, you didn't. He's totally correct. You didn't predict it. You think you predicted it. You had your indicators and things like that. You're not Nostradamus. The other one, Axe says, the fake bid was funny. Wonder how many took the bait. Nice flush on the Grady Bulls. True that. I mean, it is true that you play this short game, it's going to own you every single day. And we keep on talking about this, how they're getting you on the shorts. It is going to catch up to you. But what happens? It goes on and on and on and on. And don't, this ad right here, Scratch Savings, don't play it. I've never played it before, but you're just wasting your time there with Progressive. So just kidding. I had to throw that in with Progressive Insurance. No, I don't say anything bad about it. I'm just messing around. What other good takes do you have on the twits here? We have some good ones here so far. They're always coming in early in the morning. I think this is when everybody has their coffee before they're relaxing. Hey, you got Easy Ops says dumpster fire. Would you say this might be a dumpster fire or what? Are you confident that this thing's going to break through in another phase, or because the other patient did have some issues, didn't they?
Yeah, there's plenty of people who are looking to just cash in right now and just maybe dump it on Friday or something is my guess.
I like oh dude, with these that Skilo Friday's coming and they think they're getting their booze and boats and speeding on the highway. You just know that they want to the shorties want to come in and screw everything up like that. ZYX says, wow, what we can't say dip. Could bounce to new life. Down the road maybe with some of the phases they have, but we'll have to see how that plays out. I'm not calling anything on that. Ask Holder has a good comment. He says, how stupid do you feel if you were buying this right now? How stupid would you feel, Kage, if you decided to think about that?
You would definitely feel not validated, that's for sure.
That is all the takes I have for on the boards here. Do you have anything to add to this at all or anything like that?
Just there's just a lot of promotions that you have to go through as far as this stock goes on the twits. So buyer beware,
Signal,
this stock
noise,
is being
people.
promoted. So
signal, not noise. Do not listen to the noise. Follow the signal and watch your charts and things like that, and do your own homework. Don't jump on anything because you saw it on because a YouTuber talked about it because he thought it was good. Obviously, we don't do that. That's why you don't see a lot of people saying with us, "Oh, hey, you had your pom-poms out for this one, dude. You guys are promoters." No, we're not. We're covering what people are saying, so you don't get yourself caught up into something stupid. And don't believe anything the Alphabet News says. Like I told you guys 2 weeks ago, they said Rumble was one of the most overvalued stocks. They said, it was just overvalued. It was terrible. It was this and that. And then it rose up. Take everything you read on the Alphabet Media, put it in your pocket, and then look at something else and read all articles from everybody. I'm not saying to go on to Fix News. I'm not saying to go on to any. Just do your own research. Do your own DD. That's the motto of StockTwits is do your own DD. Signal, not noise. So you got anything to add, or are you out of here?
I'm out of here, so take
don't
care
forget,
and don't make it a dog show, people.
Yeah, and don't forget to join Walgreens to unlock your $7 cash reward RX on your RX refill. Join my Walgreens today. No, they didn't pay me to say that. I just said that just do what you got to do. And good night now.